Hey guys, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel. I am here with my Nightmare on Panning Street finale from this past year, an intro for the current year going forward. This is going to be a long video because I have quite a few products that are in the project still, and then I'm going to be introducing 13 more for the new round going forward. So let me tell you about a little bit about this project. This was created by my really good friends Jaylon from J Loves Makeup and Valerie. She's on Instagram at VMRT. This project started on Halloween of last year and ends on Halloween of this year. I love this project, even though I hate scary movies. I shouldn't say I hate them. I love psychological thrillers. I like to be scared. But when I'm home alone and I'm watching like a home invasion movie or something with like the devil, it freaks me out and I don't like it. So, yeah, I'm a little bit of a chicken. So their idea was to have it be a roulette style project and randomly choose either 6 or 13 prompts, roll in new prompts as you finish. I'm not doing it roulette style. I did for the first year, but this year coming up, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go in order of the prompts and pull in the first 13 and then pull in 13 new ones every single time because I would like to hit all the prompts in this project, even though that's kind of crazy. There's a lot of prompts, but I thought it would be fun to try. So let me stop blabbing and get into what I had in this last round. Now, going forward, I was only going to have I had 15 prompts left at the end that I haven't gotten to at all. So I think that's pretty darn good considering I'm a really slow panner. So let me get into how I was doing this past month. So for the Blair Witch Project, an item that you'd wear on a makeup, no makeup day, I brought in this NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Tiramisu. I had no idea how long these were going to take to pan. This has 8 mils in it, and this product is see-through. I mean, I have like no windowing, no see-throughing. I think they're liars. I know they're not liars. But as I used it this past month, I was like, this smells funny. It doesn't smell like my other lip glosses from NYX, and I'm going to now declutter this one. I had a goal to finish it. It went from 13.48 last month to 13.31, but I'm going to call it done. Not for this project, but I'm just going to call it done in my collection and move it out because it smells funny. So goal not hit, but that's okay. Next, for American Psycho, a skincare product. I brought in my Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. This has turned into my favorite cleansing balm. I really, really like it. I had a goal to finish it, and I almost did. Probably if I had worn makeup more, I would have finished it, but I didn't. I mean, I really have a good dip going, and it's almost all gone, but I didn't quite finish, so I'll roll it into another project and put it into finish then. It went from, at the beginning of the project, 218.95 grams to 131.46. Pretty darn good. For Get Out, a product you want to get out of your collection, I chose my matte concealer, not because I don't like it, just because I wanted to use it before it went bad. So I had a goal to hit pan on this. I really, really like this concealer, but you can see I didn't hit pan. I have a really good dip going in it though, and I'm super excited about that. So it did go from 17.34 to 17.06. I'm cleaning it up. It looks so much nicer now. And I'm pleased with that. It's a really good color match for me, so I'm probably going to roll that into another project as well, maybe even this one. For Insidious, something you dreamt about purchasing or is on your wish list, credit to Leah Embo. This, I pulled in my Beauty Bay Earthy palette. This is a gift from Jen. I wanted this palette for the longest time, and she didn't even know it, and she ended up getting it for me. Does she know me or does she know me? I love this palette. It is now considered one of my favorites. If I had to run out in a fire and they were like, you can only pick X amount of makeup items to keep or bring back to your collection, I would take this one with me. First I would grab Rosie, of course. We all know that. But then I would pick this Beauty Bay palette because I really like it. I had a goal to use it 3 times, and I did for 3 looks. Not just like, you know, dipping into one shadow, but actually doing looks. I ended up really loving this Seahorse shade here. And I really enjoyed this Moss shade. Was beautiful. They're all beautiful. They're not patchy. They go on beautifully, and I was really sad when I had to put this away, but I had to like make room for other things that I'm trying to use. So this is rolling out. The Exorcism of Emily Rose, an item that makes you levitate on cloud 9. Well, it did when I purchased it, and then it just kind of went out for me. I'm not a huge fan of this anymore. I brought in the MAC Bougie paint pot. I mean, look at how cool that looks, right? But when you put it on your eye, you really don't get that shift. It pretty much shows up red, and I don't see any of the shifts. So what I've been doing with it, like you can kind of see here, it's basically like red, right? And I don't really see the shift when I wear it. I don't know if you have to put on like a really thick coat of it or what. I don't know. So what I've been doing with it is I've been putting it all over my lid and like buffing it into my crease just to like not have that harsh line. And then I'll put like a nice, like another crease shade in, like this MAC Stars and Rockets was really pretty. And then I'd go in with like a topper, maybe like Ritz or something like that. And it was a really easy look for school. So I'm not going to get rid of it. I do like the formula, but the color, I thought it would be more like metallic-y cool like that. And it just wasn't. I will say though, it stays put. It stays put. So anyway, there you go. 28 days later, use a product of your choice 28 times. Credit to Andrea from Pretty as a Peacock. I love Andrea. I brought in my Hourglass Diffuse Bronze Light Bronzer to use, of course, the 28 times. And I was only able to use it 18 times because I was focusing on another bronzer. And, you know, I can't use all of them. So there's that. This is so beautiful. I definitely want to roll this into another project. There it is there. It's like a really, really good bronzer for me. But I don't want to pull this into anything yet because I'm currently working on 2 more bronzers. So this is going to have to take a little bit of a back seat for right now. And I'm going to put it over in my area over here that I put things that I want to pan more. But it's not going to go in right away. For Annabelle, a pigmented or bold blush, credit to Project Beauty. I chose my NARS Orgasm. This is a mini. When I pulled this, I thought it was going to be a lot brighter, but it turns out it really just is a beautiful, like peachy flush. It's almost like a blush topper. Hang on, let me try to get a really good swatch here. I mean, there's hardly anything to it, right? But when you put it on your skin, it's gorgeous. It just melts in. It makes you look like you have such a pretty flush. I do, Orgasm, I guess that's the namesake. I mean, I know now why people love it. I had it in to use 13 times and I did, and I loved every single time I wore it. It was beautiful. For Beetlejuice, a green or purple item, credit to Project Beauty, Jen. I love Jen. And this is the Stars and Rockets Volux Pearl eyeshadow from MAC. I love this eyeshadow. I'm actually wearing it today. I have it in my crease. And this is one that I am so glad I got it. Jen recommended it when I asked her for some MAC recommendations. This is not even doing it justice. It is like so freaking gorgeous. It is so pretty. And I really, really enjoy it, and I want to use it some more. I had it in to use 6 times, and I did. And I'm like sad that it's not in my rotation anymore. For the next 2, I brought in 2 different foundations. For Candyman, a product with such a long name that it takes you 5 times to say, that's credit to Project Beauty. I brought in my MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body Radiant Sheer Foundation. This is a lovely foundation. I had it in to use 6 times. I only used it 5 because I had so many foundations on the go. I just couldn't rotate this one in as much because this did not come in until July. So, I mean, that sounds like a long time, but I think I have like 6 or 7 foundations in rotation right now. So this one's coming out. I only used it 5 times, but I'm pretty happy with that considering I had a goal to use it 6. Same thing with this Rose Ink foundation. Oh my gosh, I love this. It's the Skin Enhanced Luminous Tinted Serum. I have the shade 010. I think it's the lightest one. This one makes your skin look super luminous, and but it doesn't look like shiny or gross. This is for the prompt carry, an item that's a sin not to have in your collection, and this is totally a sin to not have in your collection. It's so lovely. I definitely want to put it back in for another project. For child's play, something that has childlike packaging or theme, I pulled in my Milk Makeup stick in the shade Toasted. Oh my gosh, I love this. And I had this in to use 6 times as well, and I only used it 5. It is such a good contour. I love this, and I am totally glad I bought it, and I will absolutely use it again, like sometime soon. For Christine, an item that you made a special trip to the store to purchase. Well, I had been looking at the Fenty matchsticks for quite a while, and I purchased one that I thought was going to be a good bronzer shade for me, and it wasn't. It was way too light. So I went back to the store. It was a special trip to pick this one up, and this is in the shade Amber Suede. I had a goal to use this one 6 times as well, and I only used it 5, but that's okay. I really, really enjoy this as well. There it is. So you can tell they're very different tones, but I like them both the same. The Toasted one I use as a contour, and the Fenty Matchstick I use more as a bronzer. So I do use them differently. For Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, a duo or double-ended product, I brought in my NYX blush stick. This is the Wonder Stick, and mine's in Coral and Deep Peach. So here's Coral, and there's Coral right there. And then Deep Peach is the other shade. I had a goal to use this 6 times, and I used it 5. Are you seeing a trend here? I'm missing my goal by 1. So there's Coral and Deep Peach. It's gorgeous. I really enjoy it. I feel like it blends out really well. I use a nice stippling brush for it. I totally enjoyed the product, and I'll use it more. For Dracula, a product that sucks the life out of you. I don't think this necessarily sucks the life out of you, but it sucks things to it. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I love this stuff. It's very comparable to the Hydro Grip from Milk, but I would totally repurchase this over and over because Milk is really expensive. I am thrilled to have this in my collection. In fact, I did hit this the 13 times that I had to use it, and I have since put it in my, I think, Panning Cats and Dogs project, and I love it. So I'm really happy to have this still and to be using it in another project. So goal met on the e.l.f. primer. For Event Horizon, a product that is magnetic or has magnetic packaging. This is also credit to Andrea again from Pretty as a Peacock. And I brought in the Violets by Juvia's. I had a goal to use this for 3 different looks. I only used it for 1, and I decided to declutter it. This is a really beautiful palette, and I really do enjoy it. However, I have other purples that work so much better. So I'm going to declutter this because I know teenage girls that will love this and will not be able to wait to have this in their collections. So thank you, Andrea, because Andrea was the one who decluttered this to me because I really wanted to try it. And now I'm decluttering it because, not because it's bad, but because I have other things that I like even better. Not a goal hit. Halloween, a set of sheet masks or a full/deluxe size mask. I brought in 4 Azure eye masks because I only had 4 left out of the 5-pack package. Only 4. I had 4 out of the 5 left. I still have 2 left. I forget to put these on when I do my makeup. I won't do them when I do my makeup in the morning. And then I do my steps as such that I do my under eye stuff before I do my eyes. It's weird, I know, but that's what I do for part of it. I don't know. I really just need to use these. Obvious, duh. But I'm just not. I will, but they're still here. Goal not met. Won't want. For Lost Boys, something that makes your face look not dead, I chose to put in my highlighter. This is the Hello Halo liquid highlighter in the shade Halo Goodbye from Wet n Wild. You guys have seen this forever. I had a goal to use it 6 times, and I did. and I've since moved it into my Panning Cats and Dogs project. I forgot how many times I have to use it there. But there it is. It's beautiful. I really enjoy it. It's just taking me forever. It's taking forever. I'm going to have this until like I die. They're going to bury it with me. Whatever. I'm using it. For Night of the Living Dead, an item that helps wake up your skin in the morning, I chose to bring in my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in light to medium. I hadn't used this in a while, and when I pulled it back out to start using it again, I really found that I am really enjoying this. Whereas when I put it away, I was like, and then I used other things and I missed this. So I'm really glad it's back. I'm using it. I had a goal to use it 13 times, and I did. Yay me! Paranormal Activity, an item that never seems to disappear. ABH Clear Brow Gel. I had a goal to use this 13 times, and I did, but I swear to God, this is going to last a million years as well. I don't know. There's still stuff coming out on the wand. I'm gonna keep rolling it into projects until it's done. Okay, my camera cut out again because I forgot to erase footage. It's been a long day. Anyway, last but not least is for the prompt Us, an item that's a dupe, and I put in my NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Chocolate. I really like it. And here is a swatch of it right there. It's a really good shade for me. And this is the only brow pencil I have in my collection. For a while, decided I only want brow gel, colored brow gel. Oh, I only want to use my pomade. I'm not going to keep buying these single-use pencils, but I do find that they have a place in my collection. I don't need a ton of them, but I would like to have one on hand and just use it when I need to. So I used it 13 times. No, I didn't use it 13 times. What was my goal? Yeah, I did use it 13 times, and that was my goal. Sorry, I did hit that goal. And yeah, I'm pleased with that. So yeah, that was the last item. So within this last month, I hit 7 goals, and I'm happy with that. I really am. I have enjoyed this project. So let me get on with telling you about the 13 new prompts I'm going to roll into this project. Okay, on to the 13 products I'm bringing in for this new round. I'm really excited. I hope I've chosen well. I don't know. Here I go. For 28 days later, use a product of your choice 28 times. I am bringing back the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in light to medium. I don't want to miss out on this. I'm using it. Somebody used it 28 times. I wonder how much progress I'm going to make on this. Ooh, I'm excited. So maybe I can get these legs gone. I want to get those legs gone. Anyway, my goal is to use this 28 times. Ooh, hang on. I got to go get another product. I forgot one. BRB. Okay, I'm back. Perfect. I chose for Nightmare on Elm Street something that you sharpen or need to cut into the packaging to get to. I am pulling in this Nude Sticks Magnetic Luminous Eye Color. I don't know what it means by magnetic. I'm assuming it just means that people will be drawn to it. This is in the shade Doo-Wop. I figured it would be a really nice shade, an easy shade to incorporate into looks. There it is right there. It's super pretty, and I haven't really been playing around with shadow sticks at all, and I have quite a few. So I'm going to bring this in for a 6 times usage goal. I'm going to try to bring things in for 6 or 13 times. We'll see how that goes. Well, there's some exceptions, but you'll see. For A Quiet Place, a product you have to concentrate on so hard to apply that you can't speak. And for me, that's mascara. I'm always like I can't talk. So I'm bringing in my ABH Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara. Here is what the wand looks like. I have a couple of minis of these, so I really wanted to check it out. I really like wands like this traditionally, so I'm hoping I like it. I'm pulling this in to use for my 1 month goal. It's how long I usually just use the minis for. So this will be in for 1 month. aliens, something that is one of a kind or an alien in your collection. And this is my NYX Micro Brow Pencil. You just saw me roll it out. I'm rolling this back in for 13 uses. This is the only one that I have in my collection, and I'd like to keep it that way. It's a really good brow shade for me. I like it, and I'll use it the 13 times that I have it in for, I'm sure. For American Psycho, a skincare product, I am bringing back in my Clinique Take the Day Off, and my goal is to finish it. I will. I have no doubt in that, so I'm excited to have that back in. For Amityville Horror, a purchase that haunts you, and that is this Balm Sexy Mama Anti-Shine Translucent Powder. I just want this out of my collection. It is not translucent. I've said that before. It pulls like an orange on me, and I'm almost done with it. I really want this to be an empty for year end, so I'm going to really work hard on this, and my goal is to finish it. For Annabelle, a pigmented or bold blush, that is credit to Project Beauty. I am decided to pull in this Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand in the shade Pinkgasm. I have not gotten nearly as much use on this as I've wanted to since I purchased it, and it is gorgeous. It's definitely pigmented, and that's like a really light swatch because I didn't want to squeeze any more out of the tip here, but Andrea, and there it is. It's so beautiful, and I really love these wands. They're gorgeous. For Beetlejuice, a green or purple item, credit again to Jen from Project Beauty. I am bringing in my Vegas Baby Lippy that I made with the girls in Vegas. My goal is to use half, so I made marks on the bullet casing on the component, and here's what this looks like. It is so beautiful. This is the Bite lipstick, and it's the balmy formula, the balm lipstick formula, so it's a little bit like more sheer, and I love it. So I have a goal to use half of the bullet, and oh, I just love that. It's like so satisfying. Magnetic closure. I want to use it because I don't want it to go bad in my collection. I'm so thrilled that I was able to make it, and I absolutely love the shade, so I want to get use out of it. For Bird Box, oh my God, I love that movie. It was so good. An item that you can apply without looking, credit to Steph L. I am bringing in my Laneige Pear Glowy Lip Balm to finish. This was in my Graveyard Project Pan. This will take me no time. It'll probably be done in the next week, so it definitely is a gimme item, but we all need those once in a while. So this is going to be in to finish, and yeah, it's a binder clip. It makes it easier, so when I open it to put it on, I literally just like turn the tube, and it like comes right out, and I don't have an issue. It just actually came a little bit out there, so I'm going to fix it just so that it doesn't waste any. But I love this stuff. I really want to get it done because I want to have it as an empty, and I've been working on it for so long. Okay, Candyman, a product with such a long name that it takes you 5 times to say, credit to Project Beauty, or a candy-related product. I decided to go with the name that it takes so long to say, and that is this Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation. And this is in the shade 1.5. I want to bring this in for 6 uses. I want to get more use on it. I bought it in Vegas this summer, and it's expensive, very expensive foundation. And I want to make sure I get use on it. I don't want it to go bad just sitting in my collection. And it's a lovely foundation. It's expensive, but it's so good. I love it. Carrie, an item that's a sin not to have in your collection. For me, that is this MAC concealer. It is such a good concealer. I had this in to hit pan before. Now I just have it in for a 13 times usage goal. It's got a really good dip in it. And I just, I use this consistently. So it's going to be gone eventually, but I don't want it just to sit in my collection and like get bad. So that's why I'm putting it into this project again. And then I have, for Child's Play, something that has childlike packaging or childlike theme. I'm bringing in my Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. When I finished this up from another project, I was down there. My goal is to use this 6 times, and it won't finish this off, but at least I'll get some, more steady usage on this. And then last but not least, for Children of the Corn, a food-related item in name, shape, or scent, I'm bringing in this Glamlight Pizza Veggie Lovers palette. And I have a goal to use this for 3 looks. I probably will end up decluttering this because when I open a palette, I want to be able to get a full look out of it. This does not have a brow bone blending shade. I don't know, and it's kind of gimmicky, but the Glamlight formula is so good. I might surprise myself and end up keeping it. But to me, these are shades that I have like over and over again. And when I have something like the Beauty Bay Earthy palette, I don't really need all these greens. And again, I know teenagers who would love to have this in their collection. So I'm going to use it for 3 looks, see what I think, and decide whether or not I want to keep it around in my collection or not. So that is my finale and introduction for the Nightmare on Panning Street Project Pan. Thank you so much for spending a lot of your time with me because this was a super long video. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.